Hi guys, is that working? Microphone working? Quick sanity check in the chat. 1, 2, 3, testing. I think it should work. At least I see the VU meter. So I think we switch to the workbench camera, and I have two views, one like this and one from the top. And I did not do the white balance correction for the camera. Oh well, it's a bit yellow. But I think I can move over. Can we do the white balance check correction ad hoc? I'm not sure. Where's my gray card? I'm not very well prepared for this. Was so busy with all kinds of stuff in the last few days that I had no time. And are we less gray now? I'm not sure. Maybe it was already corrected. Anyway, let's start. Where is my mobile phone now to see the chat? I need to see the chat. And you see this is an exceptionally well prepared stream. Okay. So, seen from the top. Okay, so as you can see, this is the TH-F7 that I got. Maybe you can get a bit closer. And it's a bit grimy here. Has definitely seen some use, still with some hints here at the back, which frequencies you should use. And yeah, I think I want to basically take it apart, give it a scrub. I have something to remove grease and fat. I have something to clean the display. And I have the usual IPA to clean the rest. And yeah, let's see. And especially the side connector here looks a bit dodgy. Maybe it's just moisture. But maybe there's something nasty going on here, so let's see. And I got something for myself to drink as well, to get everything, keep everything well oiled. And now, don't confuse the 3 bottles here with my drink. That's the only trick, haha. Okay, so this will be super boring because I will mainly just use, well, these things to clean up the stuff and at the same time disassemble it and see if there's anything nasty going on inside. So first of all, what has happened with this antenna? Is the original antenna? I'm not sure. Somebody had a bit of a shave with the knife here at the bottom. Maybe that's not the original antenna. I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll clean it anyway. So let me also look at the chat to get any questions. Yeah, well, the IPA is probably the most funny thing to mix up, Jürgen. So let's maybe first give the antenna a little scrub. Oh yeah, smoker. I think it already turned yellow. So this is it's from a ham that might have been smoking. I don't know. At least I remember when I restored some furniture from my dad, who was a heavy smoker, they all turned very yellow when I scrubbed them, and I was very awake from the nicotine afterwards. No, that's just my imagination, but it's really amazing how yellow these things can get. Yeah, that's a shame that the antenna is already dinged up. But the important thing is, maybe I show you first, is that the display seems to be fine. So let me maybe switch it on quickly, and that's always... see, and I can already hear the interference from my ring light. But the display seems to be working fine, and that's the important bit, because this is maybe the downfall of my TH-79E, that the display there is not working very well at all. I can show you that as well. Let me just grab it from the cabinet. No, I can't show you because the batteries are still on their way from China, so I don't have the right power connector to power it. The power connector is on the shack desk and not on the bench desk. Okay, so we have an antenna, and then how do you get this battery off? I've never seen this before. Maybe here somewhere, push, pull. Okay, is that an original Kenwood? I'm not sure. Might have been a replacement one, but the good thing is you can still get replacement batteries on eBay. I think I'll take this off here. See, that's the frequencies of the local DARC, Ortsverbände, Charlie 01, Charlie 11, and a few friends from the previous owner, but I think I'll take this off and clean it. I might need to sneak down and get the glue, the sticker remover bottle, which is on the ground floor. So let's see if we can get rid of this without the, maybe just with the IPA, but you never know. Well, usually IPA is fine on this kind of plastics, but okay, so that was that, and of course it's sticky. Come on. What shall we try? Let's try with the alcohol and hope for the best. Maybe I put a bit here in this cap. And then we can try the other view as well. Not sure if that is more interesting. Does that work? I'm not sure if I can get this glue off just with the IPA. Oh, or maybe I can a little bit. The sticker remover will work better, I think. And also the paper turns yellow. I'll take a new one. And have to keep an eye on the chat as well. WD-40 for the glue. I've never tried that actually, I must say, but I think I might have a bottle also somewhere in another room. But I think it works. It's just a bit slower than with the glue remover, but maybe it's less damaging for the plastic. I don't know. But I think it's working. Go to the top view again. I think that might be a replacement battery. It looks, I don't know, the plastic here, at least on the inside, looks all shiny and new. So, do we have a production date here? 1550 milliampere hours, made in Indonesia. Not sure. Anyway, as I said, you can get replacement batteries for this one easy, so that is good. For the TH-78E, it's much harder. I think there's just one supplier in China, and the odd thing is they say you get a lithium-ion battery, and the charging circuit in the handset was for nickel metal hydride. So I don't know. I mean, if they put some extra circuit in the third-party battery, that might work, but otherwise it might go boom. I don't know. Still turning yellow. I think I have to give this a complete scrub to get the nicotine off. And maybe a bit gentler here on the inside, otherwise the sticker will probably lose the print marking. And yeah, it came without a charger, but it's just the standard tiny Kenwood connector, and I guess I can use any plug to build a cable. Maybe I should do a Kenwood plug to power pole adapter. So something is still sticky here at the bottom. Yep, but it's getting better. 3 times does the trick. I think that is not looking too bad. I mean, you still see the sticker, but it cleaned off nicely. So let's put that and the antenna on the side. I'll put it on the table behind me. And yeah, as you can see, the plastic thingy here on the right side was missing. I found one on eBay, but somebody is making a very good business on dismantling old handset and selling the individual parts. So just this thingy here on the side cost like 25 euro, but I thought if it's available and if it's original, I should get it. So let's maybe get rid of the battery clamp, and that also needs a scrub. Can you get these screws out? Or are they... Oh, they are designed to stay in there. Interesting. Or there's some plastic clip over it. Maybe you can get the plastic clip off. Yeah, you can. That's it. You can get the plastic clip off. And then you can also get the screws off and give everything a scrub. But I know you're interested in the insides of the handset, so I'll do the battery clip last and work on opening this thing now, I guess, as always. First remove the rings, and then we have to remove these two nuts. Let's see, I have here a snap ring plier set, cheapest of cheap. But if we take, I don't know, this one, the one that's already on, this is really a terrible tool. I should tell you. Look at this. This is quality, but okay, you use it very seldom, so now you have to get these rings off. So does that work? Can I get those off without damaging something? Not really, right? I would need maybe that would work better. Not sure. Or the 45-degree one. Ah, it's anyway loose. See, you don't even need the tool. It's, yeah, it's so loose you can just twist it with the pliers. So that's good in a way. But on the other side, somebody might have already been in there. I still have to do my eBay purchase rating. But it was from a OM very close to me, like, I don't know, 15 kilometers away. So it arrived within 1 day. So I thought I can risk it. Okay, so we have these two rings off. And now I guess we need the two screws here at the bottom. Each Canwood device has their own way to disassemble, but they're all very nice to disassemble, and I really love their service manuals. I mean, that's the only thing about HamRadio which is great. You still get nice service manuals. So the question is, you just, yeah, that was the cat. Where's the cat? In the middle of all my screws. I know you will jump and cause havoc. So here he is. What do you think? Okay, I'm not sure if that works. If she stays on my lap now, probably not. Okay, so how do we open this? I'm not sure. I think they just said, yep, just lift it out, and that might work, and it does. Okay, then I think we are already in there. Is this a connector, or is this for the speaker? Can I pull this off without? Yeah, I can. Okay. Ha, we are in. So, well, the display does not look too scratched. I think maybe with some of these displays, let me switch to the other, with this mobile phone display polishing thingy. I can get the fine scratches out, and of course it's a bit greasy. I mean well, it all needs a bit of a clean. And here we have the rubber for the PTT, and these two buttons. Can you also get those out? Not sure. Yes. Maybe. Yes. And the PTT button also goes out there. Yeah. And then we can clean here on the inside, or where the buttons poke through. And well, maybe not on the behind the speaker grill, because I will soak the paper of the speaker when I go in there. Okay, right, now I would maybe need my ESD strap. Maybe that's a good idea, I'm not sure. Let's put it on. Wow, this is really a tight sandwich. Let's see if there's some. Ah, yeah, that's the rubber seal that goes around here, and that was the seal for the microphone and speaker check. Well, it's a bit oxidized, but on this side I don't see electrolytic capacitors, which is good, because they always like to leak. And I have looked into the service manual briefly, and I did not spot electrolytic capacitors. So maybe there's a good chance, if I give this a nice clean, that it can still work for a few more years. And it's a TH-F7, so the European version. Okay, now I would need the service manual again to know how to remove the PCB here. Let's see. Maybe let's look here first at the rubber of the joystick chock dial thingy. Can you get that off? Yes. And this as well, so it can also be cleaned. So far looks nice, oh. Just what is this? This looks a bit dodgy. This is for the antenna, some RF, and of course this is the water seal here around, which is also a little bit grimy, and the clip mechanism for the battery with the spring is also a little bit grimy, but it's all looks doable if I give it some love. Just not sure about the 3.5mm and the 2.5mm connector. Maybe I have a glass eraser, you know, one of these eraser pens. Okay, let me have a quick look in the chat if there are any questions that I cannot answer, because I've just opened it and I have no clue about this handset. Okay, so where is my chat window? It disappeared. Does that mean the stream has also disappeared? No, it's still running. Okay, thanks for the tip, Jürgen. So the thing has a standby drain, you're saying, for the battery. Okay, so I guess I could remove 5 screws here, but I don't know if that is enough to get the top PCB off. I'm not sure. I need a quick peek on my mobile phone into the service manual, because I don't want to damage it. So bear with me. I'm quickly having a look. going to DuckDuckGo and typing in Kenwood TH-F7 service manual and archive.org, first hit. That looks correct. Can I download that somehow? Or do I need to watch that here in this strange viewer? Come on, I want a PDF. Okay, let's take the second hit and not the first one. Manuals.com, manualslip.com. Yeah, there's a PDF. Fantastic, here we are. And what did we do? How to remove the main PCB. Remove the SPMIC check cover. We've done that. Remove the 5 screws and lift and remove the control PCB. Extract the encoder flat cable from the connector. Okay, so it sounds like 5 screws to go, and then we can lift this off. Maybe I need a smaller screwdriver. Let's see. Maybe this one. That's... Oops! Yeah, but that's working. Okay. 1. 2. 3. Maybe there was nobody in here. The screws here were pretty tight still, so... On the other hand, somebody marked them with a blue pen. So... maybe somebody did the Mars mod or something. So, and now lift without ripping anything off. Aha, here we go. And here's the encoder, and this is always the trickiest bit to figure out how to open these PCB connectors. I almost destroyed my IC705. It looked exactly like this, so like some kind of latch. Let me get closer. Some kind of latching mechanism for the flat PCB. It's not focusing, is it? What happens when I tap here? Is it now focusing? Exactly. So it looked exactly like this on my IC705, the display connector, but apparently it was just a push-in connector and not something that lifts off. So I'm a bit cautious and double check in the service manual. What did they say? Just pull it out or lift the latch. Lift and remove the where are we here? Extract the encoder flat cable. Well, extract is a nice word, is it? I'm not sure if that translates from Japanese. I'm not sure. I'm extracting gently. Okay, I pulled it off, but I'm not sure if that was supposed to. I'm still not sure if you should lift this thing. Don't know. Huh. I mean, I really prefer the ones where you have a lid and then you put it in and then you close the lid and then it's clamped down. Ah, yeah, I think you could lift this up. See? Maybe. Yeah. Okay, anyway, the important thing to do now is check for any kind of damage and I'm not focused. Let me see what my camera is doing. Of course it's locked now, but hey, I could just grab it and go closer manually. Here we go. That's nice. Okay, and now I can also see what you are seeing. So I think from this side it looks pretty nice. There's a bit of flux residue for behind the microphone pins here in the middle. And okay, this is some glue shield thingy behind the microcontroller. Not sure if I should peel that off. Okay, the connectors look a bit dinged up, but maybe with some contact cleaner. Oh, sorry, the display keeps switching off here. And again. Okay. Yeah, well, I could desolder that and then clean it separately and resolder it, but not sure. There's a small transistor right next to that ground pin here. I'm not sure I should touch that with the maybe I should put it under the USB microscope, right? Then I could see better if there's anything wrong with it. But so far I think it looks good. And no electrolytic capacitors to be seen on this side. So let's look at the other board, the HF board. Wow, look at that. This is, yeah, compared to my TH-79E, this is again on a completely different level. Look at that craziness of parts. I should give you a reference. Hang on a second. Here I have a dusty meter. So here now you can see this is 1 centimeter, and you see how many components we just have here on 1 square centimeter. You really do not want to get in there with the soldering iron. I don't. And here below is the ferrite, I think, for the HF receive. I did not know that it had HF receive. I just bought it because it's a Kenwood and it looks nice. Yeah, I have no clue what it can do or can't do. Okay, and of course the connector here, the power connector, is also a bit oxidized, but I think so far it looks to me as if it's only the connectors, the power connector and the two, the microphone and the speaker connector, which are slightly dinged up. And then of course, because of use, display, the case needs a scrub, the buttons. But so far looks pretty fine to me. So I'll put the camera back into the ring light overhead now. Oops. Okay, I think for most people that was the interesting bit of the stream. So I can, I will just go on with cleaning up these bits and then try to reassemble it and hope it still works. But so far I have not done too much damage, I think. Let me get back into the chat. and have a look at your comments. Here we are. Mars mod. Yeah, I'm not sure. I switched. Well, I first have to learn. I'm not sure if if you have to Mars mod it. And yeah, I'm not sure where you would want to go in with the X here. So here you see the two terminals for the battery connector are soldered on here with some kind of, what is it, springy mechanism, kind of plastic thingy. And yeah, so I don't think there are any electrolytic capacitors in this one, which is very good. So I will just focus on cleaning up the grime, and maybe, I don't know, with this connector and the two other connectors could do with a scrub. But if there are, what is this? Oh, there's something stuck here behind the connector. What is this? Hello? Interesting. Any idea what this is? Looks like some round rubber plastic thingy. Did that originally belong in that connector, or is it on purpose that the switch is a bit more springy? It was stuck right here at the back side of the connector, like somewhere here. That's odd, isn't it? I don't know if you can see it on the camera. I guess I will find a 3.5mm connector and see what happens when I insert it. No, I don't think. I don't think that plastic thingy belongs in here. Maybe it's a leftover from some other connector. Let's ask the expert. I'm pretty sure Jürgen was in his TH-F7, so let me have a look in the chat. Maybe he can tell me what that is. Maybe I should take the camera down again and show you in a close-up. Oops, where is it? Here. What is this? It looks like some kind of plastic ball thingy. Maybe it came from a connector and was left in the housing. It's a bit sticky. On the other hand, it has the same color than the existing. Strange. Let me see. Or maybe that was the thingy that held the plastic cover, yeah? So there must be some kind of nose or something that is pushed here through. And maybe when that ripped off, this bit was left behind. I'm not sure. I don't think I will put it back in. Okay, so now it's time for cleaning. Let me put the camera back. What does my streaming time say? Already an hour? No, 40 minutes. Okay. Well, I guess I'll make it an hour so you can see me scrub for 20 minutes now. And then I'll stop the stream. It looks like rubber. It's a bit sticky. So maybe it it came from the original cover that sat here before it ripped off. Good. Where do I start this now? And with what do I start? I guess we start with the rubber bits. Yummy. Yummy gummy. More yellowish nicotine residue. And yeah, as I said, I bought a replacement plastic cover, but maybe I need a replacement antenna as well, because this one does not look so great. But there's probably also a I'm not sure, maybe there was some extra rubber ring here on top as well. Anyway, I think, what was it? I paid 90 euro plus 10 euro shipping, so for $100 I think it was a good deal for me. And I can play with another Kenwood, so that's a benefit. Oops. I have so many half-finished projects here, but I must admit I was a bit shell-shocked from the US election results. I don't know. This was not helping with my happiness about the sanity of the world. And the daily news is also not helping. But I managed to filter out everything that contains Trump and Elon on X now. So that is already helping a great deal. And again, this is HamRadio, so I should keep it free of politics, but sometimes you just wonder, or I wonder, you know. What are the values that you promote to your children when you say, yep, that's the man, this is how you should behave. I mean, maybe I have the complete wrong perspective as a European. Yeah, I think the Americans see their president maybe more like a football coach. You know, it's just the trainer, and the rest of the team is important. But I don't know. I was not happy with the news. So the only thing how I can digest is by watching the Daily Show, or I don't know, Jimmy Kimmel or something like this. This is with enough making enough fun of it, I can deal with it. Otherwise, it's tough. Okay, I think the PTT button cleaned up nicely. I'm not sure if I have still grime here in the dimples here. That doesn't look too bad. Okay, change of topic. It just does not help my happiness. Okay, and yeah, and for some of you who follows our Discord in hamshow.eu, you saw my problem with my wastewater pump in the cellar, which died, and then I came into my cellar emptying the washing machine, and well, the wastewater from the washing machine has almost filled the cellar. Well, not really, but it was 1 centimeter below ground level in this hole where the wastewater goes. And the reason for that is that the canal is higher than the cellar, yeah. So you need a pump, a small pump, to collect the wastewater and then to pump it into the canal. Yeah, and I mean it's a simple pump with a swimming thingy, and when the level is high enough, it switches on, and then it runs for, I don't know, a minute, 30 seconds. And then when the level goes lower again, it switches off again. Yeah, and I mean, the last pump lasted 22 years, so I can't complain. But of course, when you discover this on a Sunday, and the smell and the fun to clean it up, it's yeah, it's not a nice surprise. But yeah. I have a new pump now. The new pump makes a hell of a noise. I mean, it's really 20 times as loud as the old one. But as it only runs for 30 seconds when I do the washing, I can live with it. But I don't know why it is so loud. I doubt that the new one lasts 22 years as well. So I hope it lasts the 5 years that's on the guarantee sheet. 5-year guarantee for a wastewater pump is already pretty good, I think. So as you can see, I'm just getting here through all the rubber grommets, and they seem to clean up nicely. Yeah, this is a bit more disgusting here. Let me switch to the other side, then you can see me fiddling here better. Maybe I need a small needle to get the grime here out of the dents. So if the owner of that, or the former owner of that TH-7 is watching, or maybe by accident will see it, then I'll try to give it some love and refurbish it, and then it will go into my Kenwood radio collection. It's easier to collect handsets than collecting HF rigs, space-wise. So maybe that's the trick. I saw there was a, what was it, IC910 on eBay. All mode, 2 meter, 70 centimeter, 2370 centimeter, and I was really thinking, should I get that for the X5000 on the roof, because I don't have a 23 centimeter rig, and yeah, but then I was still thinking, and then of course it was gone. I think the guy who sold it has switched to a IC905, yeah, 905, right. In theory, I could make this interactive. If I switch on my DMR radio, you could call in. Maybe you should do that one day. I think so far that all cleans up very nicely. Let me show you. Hang on a second. Other camera. Eep. And not sure if it focuses. Yeah, I think you can see it. Okay, so we already have a few cleaned up bits. New piece of paper. And the volume ring. I'm still a bit confused yet. Now I have a lot of different Kenwoods and they're all a bit different to use. You know, the TH-78, the ring was the squelch ring, and on this one it's the volume ring, and I'm not sure what it is on the TH-79 because the display is not working there, so I have not really played with it a lot. Yeah, one funny video would be to make a blind test, you know. Grab all my handsets, all the Kenwoods, the Anytone, the IC2E and the UVK5, and just find a few OMs and say, hey, which modulation do you like the best, you know. Just number the handsets and then let them say, this is the best modulation. And I would be laughing if the UVK5 would win. No, I don't think so, but that would be a funny blind test, yeah. Because people are always saying, yeah, these cheap Chinese radios. I mean, of course, in terms of harmonic suppression, they are not so great, but I mean, bloody UVK5 is $25, right? And I mean, I spent here much more money on my second-hand Kenwoods. I think they're worth it, but you always have to look at the value you get for the money. So I think to get I mean, a few years ago it would have been absolutely impossible / insane. Dual band radio, CTCSS, subtone generator for 25 euro / 50 Deutschmark at the time, completely impossible, right? So, okay, so this is my menu joystick button. I think it's a bit grimy on the top still. How do I clean this that it doesn't fly away? I think it's a bit grimy. Maybe I need a needle to get the grime out between the letters. Okay, let me have a quick look at the chat if everybody is left, because as I said, the interesting bit is already over. Now I'm just scrubbing. And where is my chat window? Come on, live chat. Yes, Steve, that's what I thought, that the rubber was from this cover here, and that it maybe, when you push it in, it's here on the other side, and when it ripped out, then this thing was left behind. And it somehow ended, while shaking, it just lodged itself behind the 3.5mm connector. Okay, so we have these bits cleaned. Now let me try the battery clip. Maybe that was actually the better deal than the TH-79. That was, yeah, I mean the really sad thing there is the display. It is, yeah, there's so many things that can go wrong with the TH-79 display. So it's of course it's a LCD, so it's glass. Then there's a flex cable glued onto the glass, so the glue on the flex cable can go wrong. Then on the flex cable there's a driver chip. So basically silicon on flex cable, God knows what. And on the other hand of the driver chip, there are contacts which are pressed by one of these rubber zebra connectors onto the PCB. And the rubber zebra connector can go wrong. Yeah. So now you have a display that has a very bad contrast, where you only see a few segments. First thing is you try to get a new zebra connector, and maybe that will show up in the next few days. Maybe that solves the problem. If it doesn't, then it could be the flex cable glued to the LCD, where the glue has, I don't know, weakened over the years. And then what you could try is use a soldering iron and heat it up to 200 degrees or something, and press onto the flex cable onto the PCB in the hope that the glue is melting, the conductive glue is melting, liquefied, and makes contacts again. And of course this strange driver chip that is glued onto the on the flex cable or bonded to the flex cable could also have failed. So yeah, it's really questionable if I get that running again. On the other hand, there are also kind of, it's a rabbit hole, you know, fixing old LCDs. I looked on the internet and I found a video of somebody who was having one of these vintage, what was it, Casio LCD clocks, and he's basically ordered himself a new polarizer and replaced the front polarizer. So contrast went from really terrible to deep black again by just replacing the polarizer. So people make an effort to keep these things alive. Okay, so how bad does that grommet look now? And the next one, we are getting there, slow and steady. And you can even, I think I even saw some guy selling a complete new front thingy. So this bit, if you have 40 euros spare, you can get a new front cover. And if you have, I don't know, 30 bucks spare, you can get a new keypad, because here the keypad on the edge, it wears out a bit. So you see when the backlight is on, you probably see here it here shining through the edge, because it has just, well, worn through from pressing. So, but at some point you have to say, how much more do I invest in an old handset? So I think I'll have to see. I clean it up and get the new side panel cover, and maybe another battery, a second battery. And then it's maybe good enough. Okay, so now we get to the keypad. Let me put that a bit out of the way. Okay, we are reaching 10 o'clock, so I can either continue or stop the stream. I'll wait for a majority vote in the chat. You tell me if that is boring or if you enjoy me prattling around and talking nonsense. Oh, Andy, hi. I didn't even see you were in the chat earlier. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Health and so on. Yikes. Really gets very yellow. But that means that the fat remover is working. Yeah, knowing me, I will probably spend another hour here until I've reassembled it to my satisfaction. Okay, so that is the keypad here. Should dry it off now. And maybe the back side with the conductive coating for the buttons. I should use the alcohol to clean that, to clean the back side. Maybe that's the reason why people buy 40 euros replacement keyboards, when the conductive coating on the back side disintegrates. They're not working anymore. But things are getting better now. We are reaching end of November soon, and things, I don't know, at some point you just have to say, I'm not getting stressed out anymore by work. Just do what I need to do, and if time runs out, then there's always another day. I sometimes go over the top making something work, just, I don't know. I mean, in a way, everybody wants to do a good job at the job, but sometimes you just have to say that, hey, after you did your hours, if it's not done yet, you have to come back another day and not just go on and on and on. Okay, I think, yeah, I mean, what you can see here with the buttons is, let me try to show you, I hope it's focusing. You see here that it's basically a bit worn out, but on the other hand, at the moment I'm too cheap to spend, I don't know, 40 euros plus 10 euro shipping for a new rubber mat. I mean, 25 would be okay, but I don't know, 40 is a bit much. I would happily buy 40 for a new LCD display for my TH-79, right? Okay, so the front is clean. Now let's scrub the back with alcohol. Yeah, it's also very yellow, but this is transparent rubber silicone, so you don't know if that is also, I don't think it's from smoking, it's just aged and got some tint. Let me look in the chat once more. Hi Jeff. I think your YouTube giveaway is should be on the way now. It made its way through customs, and I see it moving through the US with USPS now. And I think the packet for Mike, who's somewhere near New York or in the state of New York, I think he should have already got it. At least it says delivered. So happy. Me shipping stuff into the US seems to have worked. At least we've passed the customs declaration shenanigans. So yeah, maybe I was too pessimistic at the start, because the tracking just stops. Nothing happens for 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, it suddenly shows up as, hey, and now we are on the other side of the world doing the import process through customs. So all looks promising. So there is a chance that you will get the set match in the next few days. Oh, I don't know. I'm terrible with geography. I would not know if they have to transport the set match through half of the US now before it arrives on your doorstep, but I hope it will arrive. Okay, so that was the keypad. What else? Okay, now we have this plastic thingy where we use the fat remover again. And then we have the front, well, the main housing. And then everything should be put together again. So I say thanks to Bob, who talked me into buying this. Because I thought, I already have a not working second-hand eBay Kenwood. Do I need another one? But maybe this one was the better deal, right? So at least the display is working, but it did not. It was not shown with working display in the eBay ad, so it was full risk. Buy it. Let's see what happens. Okay, so this is the holder thingy that goes behind the battery clip. And now our, okay, well, I don't think I can clean up the screws without some needle, but it does not look too bad. So I think it's this thing looks in good shape. It's mainly wear from frequent use. And I think I briefly skipped through the menu. And does it have a built-in TNC for packet radio? I think I saw something 1200 baud, 9600 baud. So you can probably make this into a, I don't know, some APRS stuff. Use it for some APRS. Okay, I'm moving on to the housing. Yeah, I saw from the service manual it says what was it? TH-F7 TH-F7E. So did it come out first in the US and then only later? Why did they increase the number? I think usually the A models are always the American versions and the E models are the European ones. And there's probably also a Japanese variant. But I don't know why the TH-F6, F7 has a different main number. So you see, I'm simple. I don't have no clue what I'm buying. No clue about the history of these radios. I just thought, it's a Kenwood, it looks nice, I get it. Oh dear, I'm so lost, am I? No, it's perfectly fine to buy Kenwood radios, I think. Do you hear me, Kenwood? Where is your new HF rig? Or why not make a HF capable handy talkie? You know, like the don't know. Make one all mode. 40 upwards, including 50. But yeah, of course, the problem is, of course, the low pass filters. Yeah, getting that in a tiny handset form factor is a challenge. But it would be fun, wouldn't it? Could say, okay. And now here is Kenwood's answer to, I don't know, the True SDX or the QMX. This is Kenwood's all mode HF handset, 5 watt output, all bands, or 10 watt, or I don't know. That would be funny. Or basically let Kenwood do a G90. Yeah, so from the capabilities like a G90, but from Kenwood. Holy smokes, they would sell so many of them. Or am I right or am I right? I am right. Okay, I think we are getting there with the holes here on the left and the right side. And now, yeah, that takes a bit longer. Yeah, the main housing is, of course, all has all kinds of nooks and crannies that need cleaning. But it cleans up nicely so far. So it's mainly grease from fingerprints. Okay, and a bit of grime around the display. I will get a needle afterwards to get the stuff that is stuck between the display and the display glass and the base of the yeah. This is of course not working right now, yeah, because can't really get in there. And be careful not to ruin the speaker. What's the time? I think I'm already here. It's past 10. But I have to finish this now, right? So the choice is either let the stream run or stop the stream and anyway continue to do it. So it doesn't make a difference whether I press the stop button right now or in an hour or so. I don't know. Hopefully not an hour. I need to go to bed as well at some point. It's 10:15 almost here, PM. Of course, there's just a bit of grease in the holes of the keypad. you the other angle for a moment, but you don't really see something. Here's my mobile phone to look at the chat. And here's the put on the floor. Okay, now you can see something. I should get one of these blue rubber mats with all the little dimple dents thingies where you can keep your screws, because I'm pretty sure, you know, here are all my screws on the desk. I should put them in a small container or get a mat that has one of these containers built in. You know what I mean? These blue mats where you have a flat region and on the top there are, you know, indentations where you can keep screws and stuff when you disassemble things. As good as new, or well, not quite, but definitely better than before. Just a bit of love needed. Let me look at the chat. If there's still anybody left. Where is the live chat? There should be an app where I just could have the chat on my mobile phone for these live streams. Q-tip, yeah, good idea for the dimples here. Where are the Q-tips? They're in the bathroom, of course. Okay, so if you give me a second, I will try to find them. And then we can already test the range of my wireless microphone. Let's see if I find Q-tips. 1 second, guys. I'm back with you. But I might have used them up for the last cleaning exercise. Maybe I don't have any more. That does not look promising. There's 3 boxes to check. And nope. I think I'm out of Q-tips, and I'm not even sure. Can you still get them? At least for cleaning your ears, they're forbidden these days. So no Q-tips, unfortunately. But it was a good idea. What else could we use? Let's see, I have maybe a little brush. Yeah, maybe something like this. Let's go to the top view. Maybe if I soak this thing a bit. And then go in there. Maybe that works. Just have to make sure to not soak through the speaker. Okay, so now the question is how to get that grime out again, because now it's nicely in there. Okay, that was not so clever. Oh, sorry. It's a little bit better, but well, the best thing would be if I could take the speaker off, but when I take the speaker off, there's probably, yeah, see, it's all glued in. So when I take that off, I need to re-glue it in. And there's probably some felt thingy behind. And if I take that off, then it probably rips, and then I need a replacement. I don't know where I would get authentic Kenwood speaker felt, whatever. But I think, yeah, it's at least working for the dimples that don't go to the speaker. Yeah. Maybe I should try, don't know if I would. I don't have compressed air, otherwise I could maybe blow it out. Maybe if the dust was blown out, it would already look better. Not sure. Okay, I'll let you have a look. You can see the ones that are not going to the speaker are already looking a bit better. Maybe I just grab a small. Okay, so that was one bit of chocolate removed. Yeah. I think it's okay. It's a bit dusty, that's all. Yeah, or maybe with a needle, that would really work best. Okay, let's do the main grease here near the rotary encoder. And the one thing which would probably take me ages is clean the display to my satisfaction and put it back in, because that always triggers my how should I say, compulsive nature, and it has to be perfect and it has to be dust free, and then I take it out again and put it in again and take it out again. See, things like that will drive me crazy. So I've got 2 announcements now. Okay, that was my guy for the pump in the cellar, because I sent him a video and saying, yeah, it's working, but it makes a hell of a noise. I'm not sure if that's normal. And he just came back to me and say, okay, have another look. I don't know. Nice if he does, but it's all part of my training exercise to not get upset by the daily challenges in life, and I'm failing miserable. So things like a flooded cellar or half flooded cellar, and that's not good for my peace of mind. Is that defect here? No, it's a little notch to indicate where the minimum volume setting is. Okay, good. Is this good enough? Should we take it further? the here the bloody battery clip thingy is greasy. Did I clean that, or was the clip on the battery? No, it was here. It was on the main PCB. That's I thought something is missing, but it's on the main PCB. So yeah, that is obviously from taking the battery off and on and off and on. It is a bit grimy. Okay, so, well, if I take this off, I know myself and the bloody spring mechanism will fly. I mean, it's these, basically taking these two screws off, but then the latching mechanism will fly away. So, how do I do this? It doesn't fly away. Well, I guess I have to unscrew 2 more screws and hope for the best. Not this one, not this one, this screwdriver. Number 1, number 2, and now where is that? Okay, so far I have not lost it, and I think it's properly designed that I can clean it without it flying away. That's good. So, that's the hole for the belt strap. That's of course also a bit Am I in frame? No, I'm not. Sorry for that. Okay, it looks already better, I think. Good. I made a big mess on my desk. What was that? Where did that come from? I'm confused. My anti-static mat has a big discolorization. I thought it was it's dirt, but it somehow looks odd. Where did that came from? Interesting. See, there's always something new that breaks. Let's have a look. You see that? What is that? Where did that come from? Odd. Must have been my my grease remover. It removed the anti-static mat. Odd. Okay, back into the okay, so back to the chat. There's something wrong with the YouTube. Tri-band diamond antenna. Okay, is it? No, it's not tri-band. Would be nice if it would have 23 centimeters. Okay, so back to the plan. Yeah, I would really wondering why. Where did that come from? See, after cleaning the handset, I can start cleaning my anti-static mat. If in doubt, use alcohol. Maybe that helps. Give it a good scrub with alcohol and did that do anything? Not sure. Okay, I have to get a move and reassemble this slowly. And I think I leave the battery clip as is before it shoots off. But it has a notch and you can take it off without it falling apart. So okay, so the only thing that is still dirty is the hole for the belt strap. I think that's it. I'll better screw this on quickly before it tries to have another attempt of escaping. Quickly screw it back on. And the other side. Good. And now yeah. No, I don't think the back side of the battery cover is too dirty, but that's cast iron, whatever. Don't think that is dirty. Just the rubber gasket seal thingy. Ooh, I can probably take that completely off. Should I take that off and then back on again? Does that work without it ripping, tearing, whatever? Does that work, or is it? No, I think it's no, I don't think I take it off. I would have to remove desolder the ferrite antenna, unscrew it, and then I could take the seal off. I let it on, otherwise that's another 20 minutes. spent on some fun activity. I just have to get the dust crumbs out that are and here I think it already has ripped a bit near the power connector. See, here is a little bit missing. Well, I won't try to put it in water. So. Okay, I think that looks, oops, now I've generously distributed my remaining alcohol on the desk. Inhale deeply and relax, Tobias. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, this is all a bit grimy still. Oops, and that was my... Let's try to get a few bits together before I lose them. So maybe first do the screws in the belt clip and the clip on top of the belt clip. Hello. Now, come on. I clipped it off, so it should clip back on again as well, in theory. And it did. Nice. Good. I'll get a needle quickly. And if anybody wants to drop off, I know this is boring, but I'll be with you. I'm wandering in another room and try to find a needle. Here it is on the pin board. Here we are. And now let's try to see if we can get the grime here out. Yeah. Careful not to slip and scratch the display. Otherwise I would need the €40 front panel replacement. Okay, I think it looks a little bit better. Here it's still greasy. And I think I'll better wipe this once more with the paper towel before I damage anything else. So, and now yeah, well, these holes are still a bit greasy. But overall, better than before. That's always my standard for any work around the house. If it's not as broken or damaged or disgusting as before, I call it a win. Okay, I guess I could have another go at these speaker holes when everything is reassembled, because they won't go away and they are accessible afterwards as well. So let's see how many fingerprints we have on the back side of this display. There's one scratch, dent, whatever. Yeah, let's see, this is now the bit which will be a bit annoying to get the display on without any dirt or stuff trapped underneath. I'm not sure if there's a contrast adjustment for the display, because of course the polarizer ages and the contrast gets worse over the years / decades. But at least all the segments are working. That's the important bit. Okay, so not sure if these scratches are on the inside or on the outside. You can also get a new display glass, another 40 euros, yeah? So you can really, if you love your TH-F6, F7, you can give it a complete new overhaul by investing another 100 bucks. Okay, I think I'll put the keypad in. And this is the microphone. No, is that the microphone? No, that's the power button. Where's the microphone? That's actually a very good question, isn't it? I don't see any hole for the microphone. How does that work? very interesting. See, here's a microphone. You would expect a hole here. Sorry, you can't see. See, that's the power button and the microphone is like here, but there's no hole. How does that work? Ah, they they pick up the audio through the speaker grill. Look at that. That's cheeky. So here there's this rubber gasket thingy for the microphone. And here you see a side channel to the speaker grill. So the audio comes out of the speaker grill and the microphone audio is also picked up from the speaker grill. That's interesting. I wonder why they did it that way. Okay, so how do I assemble this correctly? Maybe like this. And should have put the buttons here in before. Come on, 1 and 2 and 3. And the PTT goes also in here. Is that, yeah, that goes in like this. Does it, how does that work? It should also hold in the rubber. How does that hold? Interesting. Don't want to lose my PTT button. It somehow has to latch behind the rubber and then it sticks. Interesting. I mean, I'm doing software in my daily life at the moment, but I studied in theory. I studied at the University of Applied Science precision engineering. So it was a weird combination of micro-optics, microelectronics, micromechanics. So all these things fascinate me. So I think the button is back in, but I'm not sure I did it correctly. Maybe I did it correctly. Good. What else? We need need to put this rubber gasket. Well, we first need to reassemble this here, right? Need to put the main board on top and reattach the connector here for the rotary encoder. Okay, so let's try our luck here. To somehow shoehorn this. Yeah, I haven't cleaned the connectors, right? That is something I didn't do. Where is my contact cleaner? Banging. Here. That's not even a... No, that's contact cleaner. Good. So before we reassemble this, we should at least give the surface of these connectors a scrub. But they don't look so bad, so maybe it's just on the surface. Where is my, here, and I took my electrostatic wristband off, which was also not good. So let's see if that cleans up somehow. It does. Well, from the top it also already looks nice. And the other one, it's very flexible. I should hold it near the connector to not bend the PCB. Well, already looks brand new, doesn't it? Maybe it was just the outside which was oxidized a bit. So should we squirt anything inside the connector? I don't think so, because I don't know, at least the contact spray in the 80s left a terrible residue, which was not nice. So maybe I should spray it on the connector and just insert and remove that a few times. What do you reckon? And turn it around. That might already be good enough. Let's do the same with the 2.5 mil one. That's a mono connector, but maybe it goes in here as well. Yep, oops, that was the Do I have a, somewhere I have an original Kenwood connector. Hang on a second. Man, I have so much stuff accumulated in the shack. I think I also have to do a clean out like Jürgen. No, I'm not giving away FT7s before you ask. Okay, so here, original connector for SMC33, which is a very nice handset. You see how it yellowed, the PTT button has yellowed over the years, and the cable is very limp. So if anybody has an idea, if you could make those spiral cables springy again, please let me know, because it's hard to get a replacement cable. Everything you find on AliExpress is 4 pins only, and this one has probably all the 6 pins of both connectors in order to do the PTT and the function button 1, 2, 3 and the speaker output. So I did not find a replacement spiral cable which has all 6 pins connected. I'm making a right mess here, but now I can see if I can insert those here. Yep. And remove again without destroying something. And insert once more. Okay. Well, I think I'll leave it like that. and then give it a test if it's working, or if the hand microphone is working or not. And I think from the outside it is cleaned up nicely, and hopefully from the inside the contact cleaner has helped as well a little bit. Okay, so I would say back to putting the rotary encoder back on. Still a bit of contact cleaner. Always wipe that off after you used it. If you just soak it all and let it dry, you will get in a few years you get a blue, disgusting oxidized mess. So I don't know. Maybe I just used it wrong all the time. So how does that work? Maybe with pliers. Okay, I think. Am I in? Does that look good to you? Not sure if it's is it 100% straight, but I'm not sure if the white backing is glued on straight. So I think some fingerprint removal on the tape here, and then can screw that back on maybe. Ah yeah, here's a connector, so we have to put the connector back on. Okay, I'll put those screws back on, and then we have to do the power connector as well, because I haven't touched the power connector yet. So one, and I think what I've also not done is put this rubber gasket back on. Can I do that afterwards, or do I have to do this now? Maybe and probably also this way around, right? The smaller one. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so now tighten those screws. And of course I did not remember which screw was where, because the color marking would have helped there to tighten them with the same force as before, if I would have remembered to save the position of the screws, but I guess I have to wing it. So Not too much and not too loose. Okay, this looks odd. Maybe it's a bit aged, or see, the rubber gasket here looks a bit loose, loosey-goosey. And still dirty. Okay, right, what do we do next? I'll put the joystick back on. Which one up? Which way up was the question. So this way up or the other way up? I did not pay attention. Good question. One would think that way up. Maybe. Let's try it this way. And it looks okay to me. Good. Now, maybe before I put the front panel back on, we should test if the rotary encoder is working. Because if I got that flex cable not properly seated, I have to disassemble everything again. So I need the battery and maybe the antenna, just in case I accidentally press the push to talk. And the flex cable is connected. The only thing that's not connected is the speaker, but in theory that should already be working. And the monitor pin is this one, this button here. So let's see if Oops, that was the battery. Power button, okay, well, need to take the rubber foam out briefly and press. Hello Kenwood. Rotary encoder is rotating. Good. Didn't see any potentiometer for the contrast. Now here is one. Maybe that's the contrast poti. Let's have a look in the service manual. But that at least is a poti close to the display, and it's also on front of the display. So maybe you can adjust the contrast with this one. Oh, it's already 11. I really should go to bed. Oh well, whatever. It's my first live stream in ages. I just wing it. Okay. Yep. All the reasonable guys are going to work, are going to bed, and only the insane guy is continuing. But we're almost there, right? I mean, there's 2 screws, a few knobs. It's not there's an end in sight. I just want to see if I can adjust the contrast. When I find the service manual on my mobile phone again. Internal memory, downloads, here it is. And then circuit description, la 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 la. Description of components, all the part numbers, and now let's see, adjustment, spectrum analyzer, signal generator, tracking generator, power meter. No, I just want the contrast, just LCD contrast here. VR701, and VR701 is that one on top. Okay, so I was not completely wrong. Now I need a screwdriver small enough to turn that and not destroy it. Yeah, something's happening. At least it turns off. Okay. It's not very... Here it turns off, and yeah, there's one section where it goes weaker, but I'm not sure. I can see the contrast here. Let me see. I think it's fine. I don't know. Let me show you. I mean, with the new LCDs, you see when you have the contrast too high, that the other segments turn darker. So I'm not sure. If I see this here, there's a wide range where it is visible, and then there's a small range where it goes away. So not sure to see. Here it goes away, and then that's halfway around. That's another way around. Yeah, right, it's basically, I would say, this is where it goes away, and I just use the opposite, which should be bang in the middle where it is visible, right? Here it goes away and comes back. So about here would be bang in the middle of, let me see, don't know. I would need to know how to switch on the light here. Maybe with the backlight it's better. Let me switch the screen off and the light on and see if that, well, not sure. I've just shorted out something because it went briefly in transmit, right? Great. Idiot. That is a clear sign that I should stop this. And okay, so here we are off. And then the opposite direction would be in the middle of where it is visible, but I really don't know. There's a wide range where it is visible, so yeah, but I think it's nice, it's visible. Oops, I should show you. I leave it like this for the moment until I change my mind in the middle of the night. So power off again. Antenna removal. Battery removal. Then put the now clean the display and reassemble. That's the final step. Here, give the rubber foam, the rubber buttons another clean. And I should not touch them after I went over them with the alcohol. There's some experts watching this, they are probably crying out in disgust what I'm doing to my poor Kenwood. So good. And now, where is my Windolin? Does not look entirely disgusting. The only trick is now to get the thing back into the case and have this rubber seal not wander off, because on this side it's loosey-goosey. But I'm doing this right. Yeah? There's a bigger hole and a smaller hole, so it must go on like this. Right? Or should it go on like that? That's also possible. Let's try this. Maybe that's better. I think it's better. Because then the rubber on the second seal does not deform. I'll try it like this. This looks better. Okay, and now reattach the speaker, otherwise we won't hear anything. And thank you, Kenwood. They labeled it B and R as in black and red, so that an idiot like I can reattach it. hopefully. Come on. And then you have to slide this in, and I have not cleaned the power connector. That's what I forgot. But I can also do it from the outside. So just push this back in. And 2 screws to fasten. Oops, that is a bit tight. And did I? No, I think it slid in correctly. There's just a bit of pressure because of the gasket. And thank you, Kenwood, for providing a properly cut threads. You see exactly when the screw is in. Good. Yeah. Now the 2 screwy thingies, and they have different diameters, or yep, got it wrong. This one goes here, this one goes here. Yeah, let's first don't know. Maybe I should 3D print one of these thingies to loosen these nuts, because I think with this with the pliers it doesn't work so well. So I think it's tight enough. If I've 3D printed the plastic screw removal thingy, it will go better. I just have to find it. So, good. Then volume button. Minimum is probably where that little dimple dot here is. Rotary encoder on top. Come on. And battery pack. And the clip. Again, not too tight. And a slightly dinged up antenna. And hooray. Do we have a... Yeah, if audio, we can twist the dial. See, some strange thingy on 144 megahertz. And the light, where's the function key? F light, yeah, now we have the light. Menu, okay, I think. There's the back button here. That's the exit button. Ah, right, okay. See, I have to look at the manual. But I think it cleaned up nicely. All the grime is gone. And the cover is ordered. So I would say enough for today. I have to clean up everything here and shut down the stream and go to bed and try to already have slept 1 hour by now. Okay, that was a bit longer than I anticipated, but anyway, it was fun, I think. Let me have a final look at the stream, if there's anybody in the chat who wants to say goodbye, or if everybody has already left, if they're clever. I think, yeah, not sure if there's anybody still in the chat. I have to let's switch to the not there. Let's do this and have a look in the studio app before I end the stream. Content, live, here is my live stream. Is it anyway still running? 0 dropped frames and it's still running. Fantastic. 2 hours 25. Now I just need to find the... Where's the studio button here? I always move things around here in YouTube. View in live studio. Here we are. And now I can see the chat as well. And see if there's any participants. I still see Andy's there. He never sleeps. Bemi and Abe. So thanks for sticking to the bitter end. And yeah, I think it cleaned up nicely. So I can download the manual now and see what it can do. So thanks for watching. Have a good day, evening, night, whatever, wherever you are. And until next time. Bye. So do I click stop streaming now or end broadcast? Probably stop streaming. No, here, end stream. I use that button. Bye, guys.